Hello, I'm gonna do this vlog style and I hope that you benefit something from it. But basically, my friend has asked me, because people say I'm too picky, does that mean I should just rush and marry Mr. Right now rather than Mr. Perfect? Okay, I know that in one of my videos I said something like there is no Mr. Perfect. You can make Mr. Perfect and Mr. Perfect can make you. You can't settle for any person just because people think you're too picky, or because time is of the essence, as people would say, in you getting married. So maybe family pressure, your friends are getting married and you think, let me just, stick onto someone who I can live with, someone who I can manage, someone who it's just there. Just there, it doesn't give me stress. I do my thing, he does his own thing. The truth is, you're gonna suffer down the line and you're gonna come back to square one and wish that you were never married and wish that you waited. So you can't settle for any person just because he's available then, he's Mr. Right now. It's best to find that perfect man. But remember, I said there is no perfect man. So it's the perfect man for you. The man who suits you. Not the man that suits your mother or your father, suits a certain look, suits a certain height, suits a certain status, bank account is loaded and all of that. No, but a man who you're able to build and a man who's able to build you, because both of you grow from strength to strength, glory to glory. And the truth is, that's what marriage is all about. If not, it's gonna be boring. There are gonna be days when you go through tough times and you need the other person to encourage you, and if they're not there for you, then many women begin to look outside, and before they know, they're having emotional relationships. And that's the truth. So do not go for any person just because you're being pressurized or anything, or you just feel you need to have someone, to hold his hands. He's very big, can protect you. Maybe you're feeling lonely. Yes, we do feel lonely from time to time. And the truth is, even when you are married, you can actually feel lonely. But the truth is, you're not alone. So feeling lonely is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's your spirit or your soul that is yearning for something, not just your body. So if you're getting married just for the body, then your spirit and soul can become lonely, and you start regretting your decision in marrying that person. Maybe that person is not a bad person, but you rushed into it because you wanted Mr. Right now. But the truth is, because marriage is forever on earth, you're gonna get to a point where you wish I was single. And that's what happens to a lot of divorced people. Why did I spend all those years? Or maybe divorced people have kids and all of that, and they feel a bit fulfilled. Okay, I had kids out of this, but what if nothing comes out from the marriage? Then you feel like, maybe I would have waited for my own Mr. Perfect, my own Mr. Right. So do not just settle because others are settling. Maybe your friend showed you nice gifts that her husband or her boyfriend or her fiance bought for her, and you think, oh, I want these things. No, but also do not be too choosy. So it's finding the balance, it's praying hard, because if you're choosy, it will come back to bite you. I'll tell you a very quick story. There was this lady who, it's all a dream anyway, so it will make sense at the end. There was this lady who went to the 12th floor, true dream, and in there she saw handsome men and all of that, but they were too short, not her kind of men physically. So she came to the 12th floor. She kept coming down. She saw poor men. She was like, no, they're handsome but too poor. She saw faithful men. They're faithful but too poor. She saw loaded men. They're loaded with money but they're too ugly. She just kept choosing and choosing until she got to the last floor. When the lift door opened, the room was empty. And in this dream, the rule was that you couldn't go to a floor that you had been to. So she had gone from the top floor to the bottom floor, only to find out that there were no men there. It was empty. That can happen, and it happens in life. So don't base your choice on physical things, like physical looks, physical stuff, qualities like money, like fame. Even the footballers, some of them, their legs break off. Some of them have injuries that they can't play anymore. Are you then gonna just divorce the man and say, this is not how I married you? I actually watched one of these shows where the lady was like, you promised me you had $1,000. I'm not joking, I can Google it for you. I think it was $1,000 or $1,015, and they squandered the money because she was high maintenance. I like to talk about high maintenance ladies in another video anyway. But don't be too choosy and don't settle for less. In everything you do, pray. You will find peace. It's like clay. You will find a man, or a man will find you, and you will find that you can mold the clay the way you want it. So keep being you. Keep being sweet. He will find you. You are bone of his bones, flesh of his flesh. And let's talk about this later. Let me know what you want to talk about. If you have any queries and you know me personally, please text me and let's talk about this. It's important that you make the right decision, because when people actually get into marriages they can't come out from, some people actually die in there. Some people just manage because of the kids and stuff, but they die of loneliness and of sadness. The two shall become one. If 1 and 2 are too separate in marriage, it will never work. So peace out, much love, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.